Welcome back, everyone, and happy Halloween, happy Samhain. I made sure to bust out I have my little pumpkin here, and I have my beautiful little goddess here, my Halloween goddess, and of course, my beautiful wand. Um, but yeah, this goddess usually lives over on my altar, but I wanted her to join us today. So you got a chance to see her a little bit. Anywho, uh, we've moved in to Scorpio season. This week is all about the energy of going within, talking to our ancestors, our past selves, really going deeply and asking ourselves some really important and tough questions about what's going on in our lives, how we can move forward, how we can be better. I hope that is reflected in the cards today. I also gave you a little smokiness. Hopefully, you can see a little bit there, um, just to give a little more mystique for the week. So let's give the cards one last little shuffle and see what the energy is for the week. Okay, so let's start with our spiritual connection card. Well, actually, let me take a step back and say that if you stay to the end, I will be pulling a bonus oracle card for us. So make sure you stay and see what that is about. But I also am going to be changing things up after this week. I'm going to be doing more live videos. So I want you to make sure that you check me out over on TikTok. And if you are enjoying these videos, please feel free to share. Make sure that if you're not subscribed already, that you go ahead and subscribe so that you see every week what messages the universe has for you, for all of us. And make sure that you like the video. Let me know that you like it. So, all right, enough of that. Let's see what's going on for the week. And we'll start with our spiritual connection card. And here we have the Five of Cups. Next, for our health and happiness, we have the Nine of Cups. Next, for our love and relationships, we have the Queen of Cups. For our business and career, we have the Ten of Wands. And last but not least, for our overall card, we have the Tower card. This is very Scorpio energy this week, y'all. Very Scorpio energy. So let's see. So internally up here, it looks like there's a lot of Scorpio emotion, a lot of watery energy around our emotions this week. Dealing with some loss, maybe dealing with some traumas that we haven't dealt with in the past, and just finding a way to find our happiness again after those little surprise visits happen is going to be really important. And then externally here, again, this is very much controlling our emotions as it relates to other people. But again, this Tower card as the overall card, there's going to be some big change, some big thing that you didn't necessarily expect happening or has just happened in your life. And it's going to make you feel like you can't get over it, like you can't work past it. But the reality is, it looks like maybe you already have, and you just don't want to allow yourself the space to acknowledge it. So let's just take these one at a time and see where we are with things. So let's start right here in our spiritual connection card, and we have the Five of Cups. So fives are about change. Fives are about moving forward, moving beyond instability, the challenges that come up. And really this week, it feels like, you are dealing with some emotional changes. You've been going through something that really has kind of shook you, and you're still hanging on. The point I want you to remember is that you're still hanging on to what's most important. The lesson here is you can't hang on to everything, right? You got to let some shit go and save what you can save and let go of the rest, right? That's going to keep you grounded and functional, most importantly, this week. Next, we move on to our health and happiness card, and here we have the Nine of Cups. Now, the little fish in this card always jumps out at me as this like little surprise element that you didn't necessarily see coming, but emotionally this week, there are opportunities for you to find happiness, for you to find joy, regardless of the dramatics, the emotional highs and lows that you may experience this week. There are many opportunities for you to find joy and happiness if you just allow yourself to see them, to experience them. Don't get so caught up in getting through a situation that you lose sight of the little pops of joy that you can find. Next, for our love and relationships, here we have the Queen of Cups. And this queen in particular always makes me feel like she's containing the emotions, not just for herself, but for others. So as a leader, this queen is helping you wrangle the emotions that are coming up in your life. And in this particular position, helping you help other people, help the people around you deal with their emotional highs and lows this week. So there's a lot of emotion, that a lot of things that are going to be coming up this week, but you are going to be called on to help other people get through it as well. Next, we have in business career, we have the 10 of Wands. And even though this 10s are about completion, they're about the end of a cycle, it can feel a little chaotic when you're busy doing things. So if you have been frantically trying to get some things finished in your business, at work, you might feel really frenzied, but just know it's because you are completing things, because you have done so much. It's all coming to a head. It's all becoming completed for you, and that time can feel very frenzied, very frantic, but it's just because it's the end of the cycle, right? We're getting ready to move on to something new, and so just push through. Now, our overall card here is the Tower card, and this is about big surprise changes, upheavals. This is something that you didn't necessarily see coming, unlike the Death card, where it's kind of a natural progression of change and endings. The Tower card is something is really going to just shake you to your core this week. And, this whole spread is very emotional, very Scorpio energy, especially this week. But this Tower card definitely is, for all of us, is trying to prepare us for the unexpected, trying to alert us to the fact that big change is coming or has just happened, and we need to deal with it. The shit that we have been avoiding in the past is no longer possible. It's no longer possible for us to avoid this. And so it's going to be really important that you allow yourself the space, the emotional space, to deal with this change so that you can move on, right? Because regardless of whether you are expecting it or not, shit happens and you have to find a way to move on. So that is really the warning and the awareness of the Tower card this week. Okay, so let me move these out of the way so that we can take a look at an oracle card. And I'm going to use the Enchanted Map Oracle deck because they are right here and ready to be asked a question. So let's see what message we have from the oracle. And here we have making a choice. And you can see these two beautiful doorways and these two paths that we have the opportunity to make a choice with. So the beautiful thing about this card is it's pushing us to make a choice, right? Regardless of if you have all the answers or not, this is about making a choice, making a decision, and going with it, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut, making a choice. Both seem beautiful, but both could have risks. We don't know all that's going to come with this choice, but we're making it anyways, right? So it's believing in yourself, asking spirit to help and guide you to the right path, but knowing that a choice is being made, but it doesn't mean it's our last choice either, right? It's just about seeing what the next opportunity is going to be for us. So that's it for this week. Again, make sure that if you connected with this message this week, that you subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, that you check us out over on TikTok, where we're going to be doing lots of lives, a few things here on YouTube and Instagram as well. But make sure that you stay connected. Let me know how this resonates with you this week, and stay magical, y'all. Happy Halloween!